Hello and welcome to Cooking with Pow Pow. Today I am going to be making a steak sandwich. So I've got some nice little frying steaks. We're going to put them on. I call them barmcakes. What do you reckon? Are they baps, buns, rolls or barms? You tell me. English cheddar. And then we're going to make a nice onion chutney. So I've got a white onion, a Spanish onion, because we're multicultural here, sage, garlic, splash of angostura bitters, and a cheeky bit of red wine. But that's not a full meal. I need a side. And in my sink, I've got a leek. I don't know how to fix it. I've just got to get rid of it. So I'm going to make a leek and potato soup. So for the onion chutney, I've got to cut into these, peel them, clean them, chop them, and then I've got to cook them. So another thing, 7 billion people on this planet, and we need to recycle, we need to compost. So all of my organics, I'm going to put in here, I'm going to throw them on the compost heap. Now to get a nice even cut, what we're going to do is we're going to slice horizontally first, 1/4 inch chunks, and then we're going to cut down, and then simply just cut along a nice, even, diced onions. Don't eat it, Molly. Don't eat it. Onions are bad for you, darling. Go on.
Pow pow. Why do you have a spoon in your mouth?
Because I got told when you're cutting onions, to help you stop crying, you're supposed to put a wooden spoon in your mouth. It ain't working. Actually, it is working. It is legitimately working.
Wooden spoon endorsed by Pow Pow.
Right, so what we need to do is we need to put the onions in a pan and cook them down. Doesn't need to be a super hot heat. We're not frying them, we're just getting them a little softer. Right, the best sound in the world is onions going into a hot pan. So now that the onions are cooking down for chutney, we're going to make our leek and spud soup. I like the peel on me spuds, so all I need to do is give them a quick rinse.
What temperature are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for hot temperature. Might as well start hot, get it boiled, get spuds in, get leeks in, get it strained, put salt in, blend it, and make your soup. Wooden spoon comes in handy again. Give it a quick rinse because it's been in me gob. Stir up me onions. Now, when I'm cooking me potatoes, if I just put it in like this, ain't gonna cook, is it? It's not rocket science, it's just cooking. So, I cut it into small chunks. Smaller the chunks, quicker it cooks. So I'm gonna cut me leeks for soup. I wanna be cutting about 1/2 inch, and I'm going all the way up to the green bit. You could use the green bit if you want to, but it's going to be a little bit tough. Hard to blend and hard to poo out. As you'll notice, I'm keeping my fingers well away from the blade. There's a good reason for that. I don't want to cut my finger off. Bastard. Fuck me. As you'll notice, the water's quite hot and you do not want to burn your fingers. So, if you're a child and you're trying this, get your mum to put it in. So, for the onion chutney, I'm going to add a couple of cloves of garlic. So I need to grab my chopping board and my knife. And the best way to crush it is to punch it. It didn't work. Can you do me a favour and just do that for me? Nice one. It's always good to be able to ask someone for help. Don't be ashamed of asking your friend to help you out to get your garlic cloves. One thing you can't ask for help though is directions. Never ask for directions.
What you doing, Pow Pow?
Just making a paste for garlic so it cooks quicker. Just running the blade along with the diced chunks of garlic just to thin them out. Something you may have noticed, and it might come as quite a surprise to you, but I'm not a chef. Would you have guessed it?
going on, Pow Pow?
Just chopping up some sage, mate. This is going to add a nice floral herb flavour. Now that the onions are nice and brown, what I can do is I can add the angostura bitters and a splash of cheeky red wine. I've decided to use a Chilean Carmenere.
It's Chilean, mate.
It's Chilean, mate. What's the country called? Chile. It's not Chile. It's Chile, mate. It's Chilean. Now I'm just going to let this reduce, add the sage, and bang it in a bowl. While that's reducing, potatoes are almost done. I'm going to add my leeks. Done. Now to prepare the steaks. What I'm going to do is just cut off some of the fatty bits so that it's easier to chew.
You're missing the meat!
Listen, I ain't that bollocksy little Salt Bay kid with a fucking thing on his elbow, am I? This is how you actually do it, mate. I want some pink Himalayan salt, and I want some nice black peppercorns, and all I'm going to do is just pick up the salt and the pepper with the steak. Don't need to rub it in, that's what sore winners do.
Pow Pow, are you drinking on the job?
This ain't work, mate. I love cooking. Now that the onions are kind of simmered down, red wine, alcohol's burnt off, I'm just going to add the sage, and then I'm going to get onto the leek and potato soup.
What you doing with the knife there, Pow Pow?
So, best way to tell if your potatoes are cooked it's the ghost of the backyard, don't worry about him. Best way to tell if your potatoes are cooked is if you just run a knife in and you don't get any resistance. Now the reason I put my leeks in second is because they don't take as long to cook as potatoes, obviously, and they're just about ready to get strained off and into the blender. Soup's not quite soup, little bit thick, so we've decided to call this a steak sandwich with potato and leek mash. Now I'm just going to add a tablespoon of rosewood honey. I do love me some honey. I'm like Winnie the fucking Pooh. Where's Piglet? Okay, so I took my chutney and I've got my mash and I bowled them up, and now I'm moving on to the sandwich. Did we decide what we're calling these yet? Not all the way to the end, like a little clam. Well, it opened up anyway. Meant to do that. So now I'm gonna butter my bread. Some people butter both buns, some people butter the bottom. I like to just butter the top. And now that the pan is hot, we can bang the steaks in there. So I just need a little bit of oil. And then I'm gonna get my steaks. And you always wanna put your steak in the pan away from you. While that's cooking on one side, I can bang my cheese on. Wait for the steak, put the steak on, another layer of cheese, chutney, another layer of cheese, and then the lid. So this is fast fry steak, so about 30 seconds on each side is beautiful. She's had enough. This is me excited dance, like a baby. All toddlers dance like this, because they don't know how to do anything else. Right, we've got a good colour on the steaks. I'm going to take them out, give them a little slice. That is fucking hot. So steaks on, got another lovely layer of cheddar. This beautiful onion chutney. Cheese, bun, and I like to give it a little bit of a push. Alright, so we've got a masterpiece. We've got our potato and leek mash as an accompaniment to this beautiful steak sandwich. Nice all wheat bread, onion with red wine chutney, cheddar cheese, and a little bit of frying steak.
Looks amazing, mate. Are one of those sandwiches for me?
Absolutely not, mate. Are you on glue? One of these is for me pal Trent. Oi, Trent, you want one of these, mate?
Oh, yes, sweet. Cheers, bud.
Nice one, lad.